The girl picked up the pill bottle and, by chance, discovered that the capsules her mother had been giving her for the past 18 years were prescribed by a doctor for her mother. That night, when her mother once again handed her the pill, the girl pretended to take it without hesitation. Once her mother left, she quickly spat out and stared at the mysterious capsule in her hand, feeling a deep sense of dread growing inside her. Later, when her mother was asleep, the girl quietly ran downstairs and hurriedly opened her laptop to search for information about the pill. However, she found that the internet was down at home, and she couldn't find out anything about the capsule. What the girl didn't know was that her mother was sitting outside, secretly watching her every move. The next day, while her mother was in the garden, the girl hurriedly called the drug agency to inquire about the pill. But to her shock, she discovered that her mother had already made arrangements with the agency to keep the capsule's information hidden from her. Feeling defeated, the girl decided to call a random number, asking the person on the other end to help her search for the capsule online. The response was that the medication for her heart condition was in red capsules. The girl was stunned. The capsule she had been taking wasn't red at all. During lunch, the girl suggested to her mother that they go to the movies. The two of them drove to the cinema, and halfway through the film, the girl told her mother she needed to go to the restroom. This was her chance to escape. She ran straight to the pharmacy across from the cinema and rushed to the counter, asking them to identify the capsule. When the pharmacist told her what it was, the girl almost fainted. It turned out that the capsule wasn't meant for humans at all. It was medication for pets, designed to paralyze their lower bodies. At that moment, her mother rushed in, silently injecting the girl with a tranquilizer. When the girl woke up, she found food already prepared on the table. She rushed to try to unlock the door, but it was locked from the outside. She quickly grabbed the keys to open it, only to find that a wooden stick had been wedged under the door, keeping it shut. Desperate to escape, the girl came up with an extremely risky plan. She grabbed a soldering iron from the table, held a mouthful of cold water, and crawled out of the window to the roof. With her paralyzed legs, she painfully dragged herself to another room. Once she reached the window, she pressed the hot soldering iron against the glass. As the glass heated, cracks began to form. The girl quickly sprayed the cold water onto the glass, and with the principle of thermal expansion, the glass shattered. She climbed into the room, but the strenuous effort triggered her asthma. The suffocating feeling made it hard to breathe, and worse, she didn't have her inhaler with her. Using all her strength, she crawled back to her bedroom, grabbed the inhaler, and managed to stop the asthma attack. The girl thought she was about to escape for good, but her mother had already cut the wires to the elevator on the second floor. She couldn't get downstairs. Determined to escape, the girl decided to take a risky leap. She put her wheelchair down the stairs, then tumbled down after it. After enduring numerous struggles, she finally managed to escape. She walked out onto the road and saw a car approaching. Without hesitation, she stood in front of it. It was her neighbor, an older man driving. The girl explained everything to him, and he decided to take her to the police. But just as they were about to leave, her mother appeared, acting pitiful and pleading with the man not to take her daughter away. The man refused to comply with her request and insisted on taking the girl with him. However, the mother had completely lost her sanity. While the man was closing the car door, she secretly injected him with a sedative. The girl could only watch in horror as her mother drugged the man, unable to help. She felt utterly hopeless, not knowing what awaited her next.